Beginning in 2009, the National Coalition for Core Art Standards began revising the national standards in the arts. The coalition includes members from the American Alliance for Theater Education, Arts Education Partnership, Educational Theater Association, the College Board, National Association for Music Education, National Art Education Association, National Dance Education Association, State Education Agency for Directors of Arts Education, and Young Audiences. The National Coalition has worked to ensure that the National Core Art Standards will be more comprehensive. In the conceptual framework, it states that the National Core Art Standards are, quote, coherent standards that will shape policy and classroom practice, helping arts education to solidify its contribution to the students of America. The authors have also worked on identifying places where the standards will align with the Common Core state standards in other academic areas, as well as reflect society's increasing reliance on technology through the expansion of the arts discipline to include media arts. Rooted in the philosophy of backwards design, the National Core Art Standards will include enduring understandings and questions, anchor and performance standards, and sample cornerstone assessments to help guide curriculum development as well as arts education teaching and learning. Artistic processes will be categorized into 4 areas. First, creating. Second, performing, presenting, or producing. Third, responding. And fourth, connecting. For music education, there will be no 4th area of connecting, as it will be embedded into the other 3. Grade spans of pre-K through 2, 3 through 5, 6 through 8, and high school will be included. A link to the conceptual framework matrix can be found below. The National Core Art Standards Conceptual Framework places emphasis on artistic literacy. Artistic literacy is where students engage in the artistic creation process. Through the creative practices, investigation, construction, and reflection, one is able to participate fully in creating art. Since the arts is a highly process-oriented discipline, creative thinking, logical reasoning, and metacognition occur naturally. Arts literacy also fosters making connections among the other arts, as well as connections to social, political, spiritual, financial, and aesthetic aspects of history and of one's community. The standards will help direct teachers and students to creativity, communication, collaboration, and innovation in the arts. A link to the complete document can be found on this page. Careful attention has been given to align the National Core Art Standards with 21st century skills. An analysis completed by the College Board and researchers at New York's Columbia University's Teachers College compared the 1994 national standards with 21st century skills alignment. As a whole, communication, critical thinking, problem solving, and creativity were the 21st century skills which were most aligned to the national standards for arts education. The areas which least aligned were information, communication, and technology literacy, collaboration, and productivity and accountability. The complete analysis can be found on the National Coalition's wiki page. Please use the link on this page to find it. As the National Core Art Standards are released, it will be important that arts educators and arts curriculum developers are ready to translate the Common Core standards into local curriculum. The new Common Core standards will not be a curriculum guide, nor will they be a checklist of things to do. McTighe and Wiggins state that there are 5 big ideas going from Common Core to curriculum. First, Common Core standards have new emphases and require careful reading. They suggest that one read the entire document before zeroing in on grade level specifics. Also, they suggest that arts educators should discuss the long-term outcomes and components needed in implementing the standards. Second, standards are not curriculum. The standards will frame learning experiences, however it will be up to local arts educators to develop quality arts curriculum. Third, standards need to be unpacked. Just like curriculum should be uncovered, work with your colleagues to discover the long-term transfer goals, enduring understandings, essential questions, and the components and cornerstone tasks. Unlike some of the other disciplines, the new National Core Art Standards have done this right from the start. Fourth, a coherent curriculum is mapped backwards from the desired performance. Don't forget that the ultimate aim is for students to transfer the curriculum independently. What will the process be to get students to the goal? Lastly, the standards come to life through assessments. Standards-based assessment will help those developing curriculum look for evidence that the students are learning. The article, From Common Core Standards to Curriculum, 5 Big Ideas, by McTighe and Wiggins can be found on the National Coalition's wiki page. A link is provided and permission is granted for the reproduction to use with teachers and curriculum development teams. A draft of the National Core Art Standards is slated for release in late June 2013. A public comment period will follow. Please use the link on this page to find that draft.